The galactic empire of Exelthar had stood unchallenged for a millennium. Its dominion stretched across 1,000 star systems, its fleets gleaming with golden hulls and plasma cannons that could reduce planets to ash. The Exelthari believed themselves invincible, their rule eternal. They had never encountered a species that could match their might until humanity arrived. The humans were an enigma. When their first exploratory vessels entered Exelthari space, they were dismissed as primitive. Their ships were small, unadorned, and eerily silent. The Exelthari laughed at their lack of plasma weaponry, their absence of glowing shields, and their refusal to communicate. The humans were ignored, their presence deemed irrelevant. But the Exelthari had made a fatal mistake. They had underestimated the Quiet Ones. For decades, the humans observed. They studied the Exelthari Empire, its strengths, its weaknesses, its arrogance. They learned how the Exelthari relied on their overwhelming firepower and their belief that no enemy would dare strike them. The humans, however, were not like the other species the Exelthari had conquered. They did not seek glory or conquest. They sought survival, and they knew that to survive, they had to act. On the eve of the Empire's Millennium celebration, the humans struck. The Exelthari capital world, Exel Prime, was a glittering jewel in the cosmos. Its skies were filled with golden warships, its surface adorned with towering spires that reached into the heavens. The Empire's leaders had gathered for a grand celebration, confident in their invincibility. They did not notice the shadows slipping through the void. Human warships, sleek and black, emerged from the darkness. They moved without sound, their engines emitting no heat, their presence undetectable by Exelthari sensors. These were not the crude vessels the Exelthari had once mocked. These were weapons of war, honed to perfection in secret. Their hulls absorbed radar and light, rendering them invisible. Their weapons were not plasma or lasers, but something far more terrifying: kinetic projectiles accelerated to relativistic speeds. The first sign of the attack was the sudden silence. Across Exel Prime, communication channels went dead. The golden warships in orbit vanished from sensors, their crews unaware of the danger until it was too late. One by one, the human ships unleashed their payloads. Tungsten rods, no larger than a human arm, streaked through the void at a fraction of the speed of light. When they struck, the results were catastrophic. A Exelthari dreadnought, pride of the fleet, disintegrated in a flash of light. Its golden hull offered no protection against the sheer kinetic force of the impact. Across the orbit, the same scene repeated itself. Ships that had ruled the stars for centuries were reduced to debris in moments. The humans did not stop there. On the surface of Exel Prime, the celebration turned to chaos. The towering spires, symbols of the Empire's power, were the first targets. Kinetic strikes obliterated them, sending shockwaves rippling through the city. The Exelthari leaders, gathered in the Grand Hall, stared in horror as their world crumbled around them. They had no warning, no time to react. The humans had come like ghosts, and they left nothing but ruin in their wake. In the aftermath, the galaxy was stunned. The Exelthari Empire, once thought unbreakable, had been shattered in a single night. Its fleets were gone, its capital in ruins, its leaders dead. The humans, however, did not claim the Empire's throne. They did not seek to rule. Instead, they sent a single message to the surviving Exelthari and the other species of the galaxy: we do not desire conquest. We do not seek war. But if you threaten us, we will respond. And you will not see us coming. The message was clear. The humans were not conquerors, but they were not to be trifled with. Their silent warships, their ruthless efficiency, and their willingness to strike without warning had redefined the balance of power in the galaxy. The Exelthari had believed themselves invincible, but they had been wrong. The humans had shown that even the mightiest empire could fall, and they had done it without uttering a single word. In the centuries that followed, the story of that night became legend. The Xelthari Empire faded into history, its golden fleets remembered only in tales. The humans, however, remained. Their silent warships patrolled the void, a reminder to all who might threaten them. They did not seek glory or dominion, but they had proven one thing beyond doubt: humanity was not to be underestimated. And so, the galaxy learned to fear the quiet ones. For when the humans moved, they did so in silence, and their silence was the last thing their enemies ever heard.